So the first thing we need to do is to simplify the inside. So we have the square root of 9 is 3 minus the square root of 8 is same as 4 times 2. And then this simplifies into the square root of 3 minus. Now this expression can be written as the square root of 4 times the square root of 2. It is the same thing. And now simplifying further, we have the square root of 3 minus. Now the square root of 4 is 2 times the square root of 2. So now we've been able to simplify the original expression to what we now have. Now our next step will be for us to write the inside as a perfect square of this form. The square root of A minus the square root of B, all raised to the power of 2. And this expression has an identity of A plus B minus 2 roots AB. That is it. So our next step will be for us to compare. That means our A plus B from here is 3. A plus B is 3. And our 2 root AB will be 2 root 2. So 2 root AB will be our 2 root 2. Good. So we have this simplified already, so we can just asterisk this. Then what we have here, these 2 can cancel out this 2. Then in order to get rid of the square root, we have to square both sides. So I square what I have here, and I also square what I have here. Now this square cancels out the square root, so we have AB to be equal to, this square cancels out the square root, and we have 2. So we can also asterisk this. So we have both the sum and product of A and B. And because of that, we can say let A and B be the root of this quadratic equation, which is t squared minus sum of roots, which is A plus B times t, plus product of roots, which is AB, equal to 0. Now let's substitute here. So we have t squared minus sum of roots, that will be 3. So this is 3t, and then plus product of root, that will be 2. And this is equal to 0. Well, this equation can be factorized. Now the factors of 2 that we're going to be using will be -2 and -1. Their product gives +2, and when we add them together, -2 plus -1, it gives -3. So we can use the scissors method to factorize this. So I'm going to be drawing something like this, and this will be t times t, which gives t squared. And now the factors will be here. So this is -2, while this is -1, which is what I have here. Now I'll group this together, and I'll also group this together. So this is like writing t minus 2, and then times t minus 1. Very good. And this is equal to 0. So the values of t from here is, we have t to be equal to, or let's just write it in 2 cases, which is t minus 2 will be equal to 0, or t minus 1 is equal to 0. Now from the first case, t will be, as -2 crosses, it becomes positive. Now for the second case, t will be, as -1 crosses, it becomes positive. So these are various values for A and B. That means the values for A and B are, we have A to be 2, while B to be 1. And since the equation is symmetric, that means we can also have A to be 1 and B to be 2. Now recall what we're solving for. We're solving for the square root of 3 minus 2 root 2. And we said we are writing this as a perfect square. So this is the square root of a perfect square of this form, the square root of A minus the square root of B, all raised to the power of 2. Remember? That is it. Now we're going to be substituting the values for A and B here. So this will be the square root of a. That will be the square root of a is 2 minus the square root of b. That's the square root of b is 1. And this is raised to the power of 2. Now notice that this square and this square root can cancel out. Now leaving behind the square root of 2 minus, now the square root of 1 is 1. And this becomes our final answer. And since the square root of 3 minus 2 root 2 is positive, we're going to be sticking to just this and this as our solution. So no need of using these other values of a and b. Well, feel free to share your ideas in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video and have learned something from this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming videos. And like I always say, until next time, take care.